So, you're an independent filmmaker working on your next big project, and whilst you've been procrastinating and scrolling through the endless black hole that is YouTube, you've come across this little diamond of a video.
Diamond! Ah!
Surrounded by the wrath of curious cats, derpy dogs, curb your memes, and whatever the hell that is. Well, it's my pleasure to tell you that your procrastination time is over. At least for 5 minutes, because I want to tell you how to get your film to your audience. There's a few things we need to figure out first, but once we know what they are, we can take what I'm going to show you in this video and... Disclaimer, this is just a visual metaphor. Please don't destroy your audience, we'll need them for the sequel.
Charlie McDennis 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Here are the top 5 things you need to have nailed down before you can even think about getting your film in front of a bunch of square eyes. Why? Audience, contacts, time, and of course, money.
I like money.
1. Why? Seriously, why the hell are you doing this? Being an independent filmmaker is hard work. It's like getting this huge crew with all different roles and smushing it into one frightened little film student. It can be scary. The industry is scary, competition is scary, and the audience is terrifying. So it really helps to know why. Ask yourself why you want to be part of this crazy industry. And more importantly, why this film deserves to be seen, because it's going to have your name on it, so you might as well know what it's trying to say. Why should people care about your USP? I'm going to be using my film that's currently in production to help you all out. Also, shameless plug. Yeah, so my project's called The Hologram. It's a 20-minute sci-fi drama in a similar style to Humans, Black Mirror, and Blade Runner. I want to make this film to showcase my writing and directing in a genre and style that's inspired me from a young age. The film was all about false connection and loneliness, even in a world like ours where it seems nobody is unreachable. I think highlighting that and the issues technology presents in today's society will help people be more aware of it in their own life. And it's a banging story with some sweet sci-fi tech and visuals that will make your eyes melt in pure joy. 2. Audience. This can be tricky. Obviously you want as many people as possible to see your film. Sadly, folks are stubborn and some will just never watch the project you poured your heart and little money you could into. However, people are also different, and to make up for the ones that won't watch are a bunch of people that will. And not only that, they'll invest in you, your story, and your vision.
We locked eyes.
They'll want to watch your film and repeat for 5 hours. They'll want to have your posters on their wall. They'll want to call up every Tuesday and make sure you're eating right. And no, they're not just your mum, they're your niche. A niche audience is a brilliant thing, and it's a brilliant word.
Niche, niche, niche.
A great tool to help figure out your audience is StephenFollows.com. Basically, this legend with maybe a little too much time in his hands has done all the hard work for you. He's got a bunch of articles on all the different aspects of film with plenty of audience data and case studies showing you what's likely to be successful and who to aim your film at to help it snowball. Another great resource is YouGov, with data on popularity of previous projects among UK audiences. So if we look at analytics of things similar to The Hologram, we can get a clear idea of the audience demographic. As the film will be available online, that will increase our younger audience percentage. So we're probably looking at a 18 to 39 male-dominated audience with a niche for adult-aimed sci-fi. Just do your research and you'll find yours too. 3. Contacts. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. Doesn't matter if you met Denzel Washington briefly in Anne's 70th, it's utilising the people you actually make connections with. People in the industry, as long as they aren't precious pricks, will happily give you advice on getting your film out there. They've been through it, so learn from their mistakes and the successes. I've been lucky enough to have met with some great people. I've got UK studio Bad Blood Films helping me gain more industry contacts and knowledge about realistic distribution. I'm also part of the NYFA, which is a great community with a bunch of resources available. They do monthly screenings of their members' films to industry pros and sales agents, so instantly that's an in with a bunch of people that will have to watch my film and hopefully get interested.
Show me the money!
4. Time. It isn't stopping, so you gotta work with it. Set deadlines and plan. Timing is crucial, especially in distribution. Don't stop pushing a project until you've got it to the point where it's able to carry some of the burden itself. Don't worry about being annoying. Annoying is good. If you let people's attention slip through your fingers, then that's one less connection to potential viewers. My timeline consists of setting up the project's crowdfunding campaign with proof of concept in May, alongside the film's Instagram page that will get people more invested in the production and up the hype with our angle of using in-universe adverts to promote the film. Then once production is finishing up, it's getting in contact with independent cinemas. I'm looking at the Watershed in Bristol and the Little Theatre in Bath, who are both on the lookout for local independent film. That'll be followed by press runs and getting into blogs and magazines like the Lengro magazine that's already been supporting my career. Then with the premiere and online release, making sure everybody knows where to get access to your film. Breaking down these goals and clearly placing them on a timeline will help you visualise the project's trajectory.
From a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
5. Money. It's going to be tight and you're going to want to put all of it into production, but you need to make sure you leave some dosh on the side to help with the distribution. Some film festivals require an entry fee, social media ads cost depending on how far you want them to reach, and a bunch of unexpected fees can crop up, so it's always good to have that safety net if you can. Just don't give up. The more you persevere, the more likely you are to get lucky and land some great distribution routes. I hope this video was at least a little bit helpful and got you thinking about your distribution, so you better not go back to those Kirby